Shalom Israel. First and foremost, we need to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakadash, the bunch of the apostles, and those great Muslims for teaching us his truth, peace, and blessings, to hope like Israel and Shalom. Yahweh is the name of the Handful Nation Hebrew, Bahashem is the name, and Yahweh Shai is the name of the begotten Son. Background lesson, as you see in the title, these devils don't like you. And going to be going to the perpetual hatred that the devils have for us, the Israelites, the 12 tribes, which consists of the so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, and Seminole Indians, and how they will never change. But our people are too simple to realize that, man. Because Jake wants to put their faith and trust in these devils, thinking that they have changed, that they're not the same person that they once used to be. But that's not what the scriptures say. But I'm going to play a quick few videos I got from his brother's channel. I'll leave his link in the description below, Lord willing. But let's play this quick video right here. Now it says in the title, it says, hatred, notice there is no national news media coverage on this, but this little hats. Especially when it comes to Jake, it's always, swept under the rug. But now you see them pushing this movement, stop the Asian hate, and all these different things. But when it comes to Jake, it don't matter. It's not such a big deal. Because these devils, as well as you see the nations, ultimately don't care, man. But Jake does not want to accept that fact. And Jake is always so stunned and shocked when these devils come out and say certain things about you. Racist and all that stuff. Saying tons of these stupid remarks. And you wonder why. Because these devils don't like you. And Jake, once again, does not want to accept that. Which we're going to go a little bit more into later on in his lesson. So let's get through with these videos real quick. Because I definitely have a few of them I want to jump into. Because multiple videos is going to... these devils always trying to be slick. Making these sly comments. Making these stank faces at Jake.
Y'all, this is crazy. White Kansas high school students threaten to hang black players, taunt them with blackface baby doll, and attempt to raid black players' locker room after the game.
And it's not the only case of Esau doing similar things in these schools, man, with Jake, forcing them to do things, which I'm about to get another video also going into it.
I thought this was fake. I thought it was an Onion article, but it's 100% factual. A girls basketball player said first their student section called one of our players the N-word. Their parents were also calling our students and our parents racial slurs. Their student section was waving around a black baby doll. And if you go to this Twitter, you can actually see a video of the baby doll. Absolutely bizarre, y'all. The coach said, do I just leave the court with my team? They just did this chant to my child. Do I run up in the stands? They said they were going to hang our students. They had students out in the parking lot doing donuts, saying they would hang our players.
But these devils changed. They're not the same person that they used to be. They don't think that way anymore. Jake is too simple, man. Guess what? They're going to learn the hard way not to trust these devils, man. Because very soon you have these devils coming out with that great wrath and bring that hammer down, man. And that's going to be the Lord swinging these devils onto you, man. Psalm 17:13.
This student said by the time the game ended, it got so bad that their student section tried to raid our locker room. They came running at us. It was definitely very scary. They were trying to attack us. And to make matters worse, nothing was done. Valley Center in Kansas did.
Because these devils don't care. And Jake is so shocked by these things, man. Because Jake wants to believe that they have changed. That they're not the same person that they used to be. Jake always trying to defend his devil with all their might. And this is how these devils treat you, man. A stab in the back, man. As they have done multiple times. How many times we got to say it, man? It's also in the scriptures. Never trust thine enemy. And look out throughout history, all the things that the devils have done. Jake is through.
Nothing to reprimand these kids. So the coach started a petition to ban students and fans from coming to their high school games. And because people were understandably mad, the school where the students went who did this, they had to cancel because they were getting so many online threats. Well, that's too bad, y'all. Keep that same energy.
You hate America?
No. In fact, knowing...
And this is another situation that happened from the same brother's channel. So, Ayo, WTF is this? And what WTF, did he say? Was inappropriate little leaguers fill black boys' hair with cotton on national television. It's a joke. It's funny. They have done this multiple and multiple times, man. And Jake just doesn't want to accept the fact that they're doing this to mock you, man.
That's just little leaguers being.
But guess what? They see nothing wrong with this. And he's actually justifying it. Oh, it's just kids being kids.
Leaguers right there. Hey, next week's Sunday night baseball matchup should be a good
Look at that. It's normalized, man.
one. Atlanta and St. Louis. Cardinals leading the Central. They finish up that 3-game series at Busch, 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific.
Hey, these Devils are going to pay, man. And that may be my next lesson, man. Because it is vexing to see these things, man.
ESPN, Deportes, and Radio. And we'll start with 6 Eastern baseball tonight's Sunday night countdown. Why not, right? When in Rome. Are they taking the stuffing out of a stuffed animal? Is that how that's working?
Through, man. Through. And guaranteed, nothing was done about it, man. Because they don't care.
Being black in a...
And just Jake does not want to accept that, man. Because Jake wants to be accepted by these Devils. Loved by them. That's why you see them doing everything in their power. Especially with the Eve, man. You know? The Israelite woman loves her oppressor, man.
American is a crime according...
And listen, just a few more videos just to, push the point across. Because you've been seeing this have done multiple times. Even things that are not recorded.
to Miami-Dade
You're
police.
going to give me your driver's license. Give me your driver's license, registration, and
Listen
insurance.
closely.
If not, you will not be going to work today. Simple thing, man. This is how you guys get killed out here, man. Registration and insurance.
Say that again.
See these sly comments, these remarks that they make.
My God.
Did he
that again.
just
All
threaten
you
him?
have to do,
Say what you just said.
registration and insurance. You don't want to give them to
Why
me?
we get killed? What we get killed for? Okay,
Don't do
okay.
that again.
Nah, you're gonna be famous, though. You're gonna be famous. Look at him. Got nothing on me, pulled me over, and threatened to shoot.
Esau, man, always power tripping. This devil has a God complex. And Jake saying, oh, it's equality, it's all love. Yet these devils are putting themselves above you. I mean, come on, bro. Probably get one more. Because this right here is a good one.
Sure.
Which I believe I used this on one of my older lessons, kind of going to a similar topic. Look, same thing, dealing with the schools and all that.
White guy strong and a black guy was... Go blood! I gave you a shit in the head. Wait! Wait, I'm about to be a bomber.
But all they changed their ways. Supposedly these adults are teaching the children not to do those things. Come on, man.
I dare you to shoot him in the head.
Hey bro, you gotta follow when I say vodka, alright? Yeah!
And ultimately, it's in these devils' genes, man, to do these things. To feel this way. That perpetual hatred, man. And these devils will not change once again. Which we'll get in the scriptures to prove it, man.
God!
Shoot him in the head.
Just do it. Just do it. Go back to Billy. Billy.
Resisting!
Okay, the new...
Stop resisting! Stop resisting! Stop resisting!
Look at my thumb.
Stop resisting! Stop resisting!
Hey, chill, fingers.
George Floyd, bro.
I tell you, my finger probably just broke.
Huh? Oh shit. Did you save it?
These devils, man. And I definitely do want to make a lesson going to... They're going to pay, man. They're going to pay. And it is vexing just to see that stuff, man. Hosea 4:6. And these devils will pay. But Hosea 4:6. Now it says, my people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee. That thou shalt be no priest to me, seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy God, I also forget thy children. And main point, our people are destroyed for the lack of knowledge, man. Our people are corrupted, man. I always want to, believe and put their trust in these devils, thinking that also the government is set in place to protect them and for their benefit, when that's not the case, man. And very, very soon, these devils are going to come down with that great wrath, and Jake is going to learn the hard way that these devils weren't to be trusted, man. That they weren't your friend. That they have not changed. Isaiah 26 and 10 to push that point even further. Now it says, let favor be showed to the wicked, yet will he not learn righteousness. And it's in the scriptures, in the Bible, that these devils, the wicked, which is Esau, Edom, when you go to Malachi 1 and 4, the so-called white man will not learn righteousness. Is who he is what he was set up to do. And Jake, once again, wants to push that point. They've changed. It's equality. It's all love. You're still holding them accountable for that stuff. Like Jake is through, man. And those I'm going to continue to join hands with the enemies and trust in them. You'll see what's coming to you. We'll get later on. In the land of uprightness will he deal unjustly. He will not behold the majesty of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. So there you go. He will not learn righteousness. It's in the Bible, man. Jeremiah 13:23. One of the main points also. He changed his way. He's not the same person he used to be. He doesn't do those things anymore. Yet you'll look into, his history. He'll have a book full of photos. A journal going back to his grandparents holding slaves. Come on, man. Jeremiah 13:23. Can the Ethiopian change his skin, or the leopard his spots? Then may ye also do good that are accustomed to do evil. So there you go, showing you that they're not able to change their ways. Could the Ethiopian change his skin, or the leopard his spots? You can't just take the spots off of a leopard. Just like how you can't change the wicked from being wicked. Fly through the scriptures, Genesis 27 and 41. To also go into this perpetual, we're going to go into the word perpetual, a continuing hatred, everlasting. That's the type of hatred that they have for Jake, man. The Israelites. And Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing wherewith his father blessed him. And Esau said in his heart, the days of mourning for my father are at hand. Then will I slay my brother Jacob. And he's been doing that, man. He's been living by that sword, man. Going back to Genesis 27, 39 through 40, the last verse before this. We get, I guess. And by that sword shalt thou live, and shalt serve thy brother. And it shall come to pass, when thou shalt have the dominion, that thou shalt break his yoke from off thy neck. So there you go. He's living by that sword. Constantly, slaying our people. Ezekiel 35 and 5 to add on to that point. It says, because thou hast had a perpetual hate. And it's going to Esau, Edom right here. Mount Seir, it's mentioned. And it says, because thou hast had a perpetual hatred. And let's get the word perpetual just for edification's sake. Now it says, everlasting, never-ending, eternal, permanent, endless, without end, timeless, ageless, but never-ending hatred, man. And that's the type of hatred that they have for Jacob, Israel. Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred, and has shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword. And who was the sword given unto in Genesis 27, 39 through 40? Esau, Edom. And the time of the calamity, which is who? Esau, Edom. Or it's like the so-called white man. But it's in the time of the calamity, and the time that their iniquity had an end. But showing you, once again, this main point I wanted to get is that perpetual hatred, man. They has kept since the beginning. Now, let's get a few more scripts, and we'll close it out. Short lesson through the spirit. Just a few videos going to Esau, Edom, and just this hatred that he has for Jake. And once again, our people are just too simple to realize that, man, that he has not changed. Psalms 2 and 2. Now it says the kings of the earth set themselves, and it's also dealing with these heathen nations in general, man, but specifically Esau, because you also have in this video right here, which happened 2 months ago. We had Floyd over there in Japan boxing.
Well, that's interesting.
We've seen that come.
Come on, man. And also multiple videos he had. I think it was basketball players. I think it was some Jake athletes that were basically traveling or had a tournament, where the case was. And you had these Moabites, these Chinese, out there saying the N-word and all that stuff. I mean, it is clear the hatred in general that's directed toward Israel, man. But Psalms 2 and 2, this is the kings of the earth set themselves, and the rulers take counsel together against Yahweh by Hashem Shai, and against his anointed, saying, But the main point is you have these nations go on against the Lord, man. Especially his people, man. Now, so let us break their bands asunder and cast away their cords from us. We're going to show that these heathen nations feel no pity. They feel no sympathy for the Israelites, man. And as I was mentioning earlier in the lesson, how you have, that Stop Asian Hate trend, movement. But when it comes to Jake, it don't matter, man. They don't feel sorry. They don't care. Nothing new. But let's call up these last few scripts and end off from there. But Psalms 55 and 21. To push that point even further, how this devil is not to be trusted and how he's not your friend. Psalms 55 and 21. Once again, look throughout history, all the terrible things that these devils have done to us as a people, man, as a whole. The lies that he spat out, the so-called promises that he gave to Gad, the words of his mouth were smooth as butter, but war was in his heart. This devil is sly, man. Using slick words, make it seem like they mean well, but in reality, they're seeking to do something terrible against you, man. But war was in their heart, or in his heart. His words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn swords. Also going to tell this devil is a natural-born liar, man. Psalms 58 and 3. As if the wicked are estranged from the womb, they go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies. They go, out the womb lying, man. Says these wicked people are born sinners, even from birth they have lied and gone their own way. Down T. But I have a few more scriptures, flying through these. 1 Peter 5 and 8. Now it says, be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about seeking whom he may devour. And these devils are, looking for any, what's the word I'm looking for? I'm trying to think of this word. Any chance that they can get to kill you, man. Pretty sure that's the word I was going to jump into. But yeah, these devils look for any chance that they can get in order to murder you, man. That's why you see all these, false accusations that go out there, especially dealing with, the police force, with E. But that's why it skips going to, agree with an adversary quickly. We're in captivity, man. We got to be smart, got to be wise. You have Jake out here, tempting the Lord, raising the tension that's already there. But same main point, that's another lesson. Be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary, the devil, Esau, Edom, as a roaring lion, walketh about seeking whom he may devour. Yeah, our people want to continue to trust in this devil, and he's trying to slay you, man. He's trying to kill you. There's also multiple cases of, you have this one Jake, gone out with a bunch of Edomites hunting, and he ended up getting shot, getting killed, man. And I'm pretty sure they ended up getting away with it, too, because they pretty much used the excuse that he went crazy. He attacked us. I mean, come on. One Jake against, like 6 Edomites? Come on, man. Isaiah 31-3, close with these last two. And I was mentioning it earlier, those that are going to continue to trust in this beast system in Esau, Edom, you're going to get what's coming to you. And you're going to realize too late that these devils weren't to be trusted, man. That they are your enemy. Woe to rebellious children, say to Yahweh by Hashem Shai, that take counsel, but not of me, and that cover with a covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin. You're going to Esau, Edom for help. Verse 2, that walk to go on to Egypt, and have not asked at my mouth to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh, and to trust in the shadow of Egypt. Verse 3 now says, therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shame, and the trust in the shadow of Egypt your confusion. So it's going to be your shame and your confusion for trusting these devils, man. Thinking that the government said to help you, to protect you, especially these jakes that sell out, especially a lot of these Israelite leaders, IUIC, ICPK, thinking that they're going to be exempt from the thing that the devil's about to do, and that Esau's going to hold up to his deal. Sorely mistaken. Now let's close with Ecclesiastes, or the book of Sirach, chapter 12, verse 10. Now it says, never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. This devil is not to be trusted with anything, man. The devil, the Bible speaks of for a reason, man. And you can just look out through a history, especially multiple videos that you see today, just all the terrible things that these devils have done. And they're always constantly seeking to just sweep it under the rug. Forget about it. It's over. That was in the past. We're completely different. And Jake wants to just eat all that up, man. Oh, you have changed. Equality, love. When these devils are putting themselves above you, man. I mean, come on, bro. Hope and pray you're edified. I do want to give all praises, all and glory to Yahweh Shem Shai, Shem Kakadash, the body of the apostles, and elders, great millstone for teaching us truth. Peace and blessings to hope like Israel, and shalom. See you next one, Lord willing.